Hey there, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to March 22nd. This is your morning message. I hope you're doing great. For those of you who've been asking, yes, the past life regression course is still available. Likely we'll close it this week. Likely, we'll see. Anyway, for those of you who are wondering about that, the link is below if you want to join up. My friend Mary Lee Lusardo is going to be regressing everybody two sessions, and then the third session we are going to create an interesting give and take around the information that you guys glean from these sessions. So if you're looking for blocks, for how to figure out your blocks, this is an excellent way to do it. Okay, the link is below the past life regression series. So let's see what's going on here. Surrender. Oh, tarot, you're so funny. Surrender. Spring. And here we are in spring, crowd surfing. Interesting. Look at that. This is the Empath's Oracle. And I do feel like now as we're standing in the very first days of spring, it might be time to take some time for yourself. Okay, I feel like there's a lot going on with people. We're moving from one season to another. The vernal equinox just happened in the northern hemisphere, the autumnal in the southern hemisphere. And I feel like people are making some big changes in their life. That usually does happen. I mean, it's not necessarily a tarot thing. It's just, that's what happens in the springtime. But there's something here about this crowd surfing and surrender that makes me feel like maybe it's not about getting out there. It's about understanding who you are in the grand scheme of things, right? You might be changing up who you are in kind of a big way. Some of you could be going through like an ego death or something like that, where big transformation is happening. I guess I'm not that surprised. I mean, I know spring is a time of renewal and rebirth, obviously, but with Pluto going into retrograde at the end of April, and we are in the shadow period of that, this whole year, this whole beginning part of this year has been in the shadow of Pluto going retrograde. And because it's such a slow-moving planet, when it finally goes retrograde at the end of April, that is about internal change. And some of you could have had a lot of things go on in your life that maybe you were like, wow, that seemed kind of extreme, or that seemed kind of like a big deal. When you look at the totality of the events around your life and trying to make heads or tails of it, trying to make some kind of sense of the situation. And really all that makes sense to you is just, sort of going inside here. Even in this midst of rebirth, some of you are still in the cocoon. Okay? 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 7 of Wands, High Priestess, 3 of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups, King of Wands, Devil energy. I feel like this feels like past, present, future to me. All right. I just feel like there's some communication needed, like communicating with your guides, but also communicate like a receiving of communication, not a giving. Okay. Not an external, you pushing anything out from you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all coming. It's all about being inside of you and connecting to your guides. So this is really about going inside. Okay. And then the kind of dealing with other people as they don't like it. They don't like when you sort of collapse on them, or they don't like it when you put up a boundary or something like that. There's definitely somebody here that you have a need to put up a boundary with. Okay. And I feel like this is very, very good for you. Very good for you to take some time to yourself right now. The Hanged Man is about seeing things differently. So this feels pretty good to me. I feel like this is somebody who you may have worked with or you may have been connected to for quite some time. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. There's a big truth that needs to be said, and I feel like this other person may be blocking your energy in the direction you want to go. So this is somebody who could be hanging on to your, I don't know, coat strings, but hanging on to your energy as you're making your change, you're shifting around. This person doesn't want you to go. Clarify the Devil for me here. Four of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. Okay. There's definitely somebody here who doesn't want you to move on. I feel like you could be moving on. You could be taking action, seeing clearly that you want something new. If you're in a relationship that isn't really going anywhere, or you feel like it's a drag on you, okay? And in a sense, you know, I do feel like the Ace of Swords is like the cutting, right? The cutting of the energy here. The rebirth is about getting yourself free of this. So part of this process is going inside. I feel like from the outside, like other people won't get this, or even you probably are like, I'm not sure why I'm doing this. They're definitely not sure why you're doing this. They're definitely not sure. I want to clarify the Seven of Cups here. There's definitely some communication here, or some confusion. King of Pentacles, Temperance, Lovers, Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups. All right, so, yeah, Emperor, that did flip over there. Okay, so there's some kind of imbalance in this relationship. Could be about money, could be about just difference in your values, what's important to you, all right? Because Pentacles can be about your values, what you find valuable. I feel like you're changing a lot here, okay? And it's now Aries season, so we have the Emperor here about taking charge based on your own heart. Could be dealing with a Sag, a Gemini, an Aries, Sag, Gemini, Aries, Pisces. Sag, Gemini, Aries, Pisces. So a lot of mutable signs here, that Sag and Gemini and Pisces definitely. And, you know, King of Pentacles here could be Virgo. So those are all the mutable signs. And then we have Aries. It's about rebirth. This is about taking new, bold action. But in order to do that, you really first have to have this conversation. You've got to communicate with this person first. You can't just sort of like fade away. This person is holding on to you. All right, this person, this experience, this job, this relationship, this life is holding on to you, not wanting change, not wanting to see you move on. Really not wanting it. But based on your heart, it's important. It's important. Okay. So I'm going to continue on. I'll look at all the mutable signs and Aries, and we'll see where we go. If you want to continue on with me, the link is below. If you're on Patreon, the rest of this reading starts right now.